I just know that when I don't do it, I don't really naturally plug in to what the students are going through. And the teaching is a little bit kind of artificial and over thought out and over intellectualized. It's an art form you have to have in your spirit and body, not just in your intellect. And if you want to relate to somebody, you better be plugged into that yourself.
Work in the lab is centered around understanding how an enzyme involved in part of the trigger for Alzheimer's disease works.
There you go.
Add buffer later. So we'll add buffer, we'll just have tubes with buffer before.
Very cool.
I'm very excited about those.
Me too.
I can't do as good a job teaching unless I'm in the studio painting, because I really need to be coming up against the same issues as the students do and to connect with them. I mean, you can do it in theory, but it doesn't work very well if you're not really dealing with the same problems they are, and it's easier to explain to them what you need to do and why if you've just tackled it the night before.
Unfortunately, one of the major side effects of modern chemotherapy treatments is to produce pronounced illness. Thus, many cancer patients report that they learn aversions to tastes and odors that they experience prior to cancer treatment. If we can understand the mechanisms of this learning, then we can start to develop techniques to interfere with it and thus be able to provide better treatment models for human cancer patients. I have had undergraduate students working with me every year. One of the advantages of our lab protocol is that undergraduates can easily learn the procedures and be involved and make major contributions within a matter of weeks. It gives me great joy to be able to inspire students and let them see the thrill of research and see them continue on a similar path.
I'm working on the galleys for my book, Wolf Lake, White Gown Blown Open, which won the Juniper Prize from the University of Massachusetts Press. Writing poems is a risky act, and I shouldn't teach it if I'm not willing to take that risk like they are. So I think that's important, and then also I can be a mentor to students both through making their poems more important and interesting, but also finding out how to get them out into the world. By the time students are senior writers, we're sending poems out to magazines. It was the idea of the calf I loved, and not the calf, though it licked me with its tongue, covered in taste buds like barnacles. I'd sleep with my head on its warm side.